Mein Name ist Andreas Gerlach. Ich vertrete auf dem Turnier Deutschland und vor allem die Stadt Nürnberg. Und mein Name in Duel Links lautet Sunrul Santi. Ich habe das Spiel 2003-2004 angefangen mit dem Release der ersten Structure Decks. Ich war da etwa 13, 14 im Übergang. Und ich hatte das in meiner Schule mit Bekannten erstmal gespielt, um das Spiel eben kennenzulernen. Und in die Turnierszene bin ich eigentlich erst 2011 eingestiegen. Ich denke, ich würde mich selbst als eher ruhig, aber schon competitive bezeichnen und vielleicht auch als ein bisschen temperamentvoll. Und ansonsten, meine Freunde, denke ich, würden mich als vielleicht zurückhaltend und schüchtern einstufen. Ich denke, die Schwierigkeiten des Turniers werden vor allem darin bestehen, den Gegner richtig einzuschätzen, die Atmosphäre einzustufen. Für mich ist das auf einem so großen Event eine neue Erfahrung. Das heißt, ich werde da wahrscheinlich sehr nervös sein. Ich werde aber auch versuchen, mit meinen Gegnern respektvoll umzugehen und hoffe auf eine gute Erfahrung innerhalb des Turniers. Ich denke, die schönsten Erinnerungen, die ich mit Yu-Gi-Oh! Verbinde, sind vor allem die Freundschaften, die ich innerhalb des Spiels geschlossen habe, auch im kleineren Raum dann meinen Freundeskreis in der näheren Umgebung und die verschiedenen Reisen, die wir unternommen haben und die Vorbereitungen auf größere Events. Hier wären zu nennen zum Beispiel die deutsche Meisterschaft, die europäische Meisterschaft oder auch YCS, vor allem im Kartenspielbereich. Außerhalb von Yu-Gi-Oh! Mache ich eigentlich relativ gerne Sport. Da vor allem Krafttraining, auch in Verbindung mit Karate, das ich sehr lange Zeit auch aktiv gemacht habe. Und ansonsten spiele ich noch gerne Computerspiele, da unter anderem sogenannte Ego-Shooter. Da wäre zu nennen unter anderem Halo. Und ja, ich denke, das wären die wichtigsten Informationen in Bezug auf mein Hobby.
أنا اسمي محمد فرج وعندي 28 سنة وبشتغل محاسب ودي أول مرة أشارك في بطولة العالم. أول حاجة بفتكرها لعبة يوجيو لما كنت في ثانوي. كنت أول حاجة ألعب يوجيو مع أصحابي في المدرسة وكنا دايما بنلعبها الصبح من قبل أي حاجة خالص. اللعبة بلعبها أكتر من 15 سنة. أنا بطمح إن أنا أكسب البطولة إن شاء الله وإن أنا أكون أول مصري وعربي وأفريقي يكسب البطولة. من الذكريات الجميلة اللي موجودة في ذاكرتي دايما للعبة يوجيو من زمان جدا. كنت بلعب مع أصحابي في المدرسة وكان في دور قدرت إن أنا أستدعي إكسوديا طبعا زي الأنمي اللي كلنا بنتفرج عليه وكان دور ما يتنسيش طبعا. طبعا مبين من اسمي جدا إن أنا بحب أغني وكان نفسي فترة من الفترات إن أنا أبقى مغني مشهور يعني بس طبعا طلعت محاسب.
Welcome back to the coverage of the 2019 World Championship. We are here in Berlin, and this time we have for you round 6 of the Duel Links tournament. So it has been quite a long day. Our players have been playing a lot of matches, and it is really coming down to the wire. For this particular match, we decided to pick an interesting one. So we have Germany on one side with Andreas, and his opponent is Mohamed.
Yep, I'm excited about this matchup. Yeah, and for those of you who haven't seen any of our dueling matches so far, it's a little bit different format than what you're used to with Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's a 2 out of 3. This is a best of 5. The first player to win 3 games will be the victor, and they have 2 different kinds of decks. They have 3 standard decks, which you could just build like normal, and 2 legendary decks, which are specific cards you have to use to the character. Like Kaiba, you want to include like a Blue Eyes White Dragon in your deck. So it's a little bit different than what we're used to in the TCG. But you'll at least get to see a guarantee of 3 games. And sometimes they're quick, sometimes they're fast. Maybe we'll go to a game 5. I'm excited to see. The players are ready, so let's go check out the duel. Okay, all right. So this first match is Sartorius versus Bandit Keith. The Sartorius skill is a cool skill. It's about coin flips. If you have 5 different cards in your deck, they have to be different, completely named different, that use coins to flip. Your first 3 flips of the game are all guaranteed to be heads. So cards like Cup of Ace become Pot of Greed. Twin Barrel Dragon guarantees destroys a card, and then obviously the new Desperado Barrel Dragon is a fantastic card that you can just summon to the field when a Dark Machine is destroyed, and it has a quick effect during the battle phase, lets you flip 3 coins and destroy monsters, draw a card. It's fantastic, does everything. But it looks like Mohamed is starting here with Neos Fusion. Just lets you send the fusion materials from your deck to the grave and easily summon El Material Brave Neos. And he's going to set 3 cards face down.
Pretty strong opening here from him. And we will see if he will be able to come back from this field. It seems like he's taking a slower approach. And
yep, she sets a monster face down and a spell trap face down.
Who do you think is the favorite walking into the matchup here?
Well, I like the Barrel Dragon deck. I think it's very good, but based upon this opening, things are definitely looking the way of Mohamed here.
Even the Cosmic?
Yep, the in-phase pay 1,000. It's a banish spell or trap.
Could be that he has like multiple disruptions if he just flips it right here, and yeah, it does. Okay, so
that double Cosmic.
At least the same rules at the TCG for this apply. So
yep.
Very strong opening here. He's gonna be able to blow out his opponent's entire back rows.
Yep, it's huge. And so he looks like he banishes Dimensional Prison and Bad Aim. Bad Aim is a cool card that just when your opponent activates an effect, you can activate it and destroy a card on the field. But not going to see that happen here.
So let's see what he can pick up.
He's going to switcheroo. So since he paid a life points, his dual skill lets him just take a card in his hand, shuffle back in the deck, and draw a new one. Kind of like the second half of Sekka's Light, but in a dual skill. And looks like he's just going straight to the battle phase, going to attack the face-down monster. And since the Brave Neos...
I know that one, yeah, of course.
Since he destroys a monster by battle, he is going to be able to search his deck for another copy of Neos Fusion to use on the following turn.
Yeah, because for everyone who is actually following the stream with the TCG and Dragon Duel, in Duel Links, we can call it basically a simplified version of the TCG. There is the biggest difference, I would say, that there is no Memphis Jew. So that's why he will not be able to activate the fusion right here, but he has to wait for next turn.
Yep, and since Dekoichi is a Dark Machine and is destroyed, he's able to trigger that Desperado Barrel Dragon and summon it from his hand. And if he wants to, he can use its quick effect during his opponent's turn. Yep, he's going to guarantee to get 3 heads, destroy the monster, and get to draw a card since he does have 3 heads.
That's really good,
Yep, but he does have a Neos Fusion in his grave and works like Return of the Dragon Lords, where you get to banish it and protect your Neos monster from being destroyed.
Do you still get the draw if that happens, or no?
It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it looks like it has to destroy in order to draw.
Yes. So still looking tough, but
let's see what his follow-up is. He'll still be able to use the effect, but his guaranteed heads are now gone. But it has more attack. He has to decide if he wants to use the effect or attack, because if he uses the effect, he won't be able to attack.
Indeed.
But might want to play around that face-down card.
Yeah, it seems like it is most likely a trap, so it could be scary here to just ignore it.
Yeah, but a lot of cards are a little worse now in his deck. If he draws cards like Cup of Ace, they're no longer guaranteed heads, so they're kind of a liability to use. So he really has to depend on this Barrel Dragon holding it down for him. But with the other copy of Neos Fusion in Mohamed's hand, he will have a follow-up if he so chooses. But, you know, as long as the Desperado's on the field, he'll be able to flip coins every battle phase and continue trying to destroy monsters. So yeah, it looks like he is going for the effect instead of attacking.
Treasure's Trapple is actually flipped. Pretty good one, even though it has to destroy 2 cards. So it says that when you don't have trap cards in the graveyard, you can use it. And
3 tails.
Oh, wow.
Probably should have maybe waited. Oh, no, I guess he has to do it then, because if he resolves it and destroys it, he won't be able to activate his Treacherous Trapple. But with the Desperado's effect, he's able to search for the Temperance, which was kind of like a Karibo. When it's in your hand, if your opponent attacks, you can discard it and reduce the damage to 0. And they use it because it's also a coin flip card that'll help you enable your dual skill.
Yeah, and to be honest, in a game where there are only 4,000 life points, an effect like Kuribo is nothing to joke about.
It actually has high impact for sure.
And now, as you were saying, we're going to see another Neos Fusion. Basically, we're back at the start. And
yeah, Neos Fusion is such a powerful card. Just that one card activate. It's like Red Ice Fusion, where you just get to summon from your deck. And here we finally get to see a Cyberdark Edge coming down. And the Cyberdark Edge is going to equip, it looks like, the Cyberdark Horn.
Okay, Floodgate Trapple.
Yep, Floodgate's just going to put it down.
Could he not use it on the Neos, or does it?
Maybe he didn't want to use it on the Neos.
Okay.
Yeah. He was saving it for knowing like maybe a Cyber Dark was coming, another follow-up.
I guess, yeah. Good read done on his side, and now he doesn't use the Arcana, so let's see if he can out even the second Neos.
It's a tough.
Definitely tough, especially with the protection effect still engraved.
Yeah, but let's see what he draws for his turn. Like I said, he does have a lot of like not the greatest of draws. Like he could draw Cup of Ace, he could draw just any sort of like Dekoichi or anything, but if he doesn't have another Desperado, like the Dekoichi won't be able to do anything, but he does play a couple copies of Bad Aim, so maybe he'll draw another copy here. A lot of trap cards. So, but he could just, I guess if he has to draw the Blast Spider, but he would have to also have a Desperado. He could use Blast Spider's effect to destroy itself, trying to destroy the Neos.
Yeah, but then...
Here it comes, and then the bit's protected.
Exactly, so you need on top of the barrel. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So let's see if he has it here. And he does have
yeah, he
another
does.
copy.
Otherwise, so nice here from Andreas, and he will try to just
use the effect.
Yeah, use the effect again. Hopefully, he doesn't get three
tails
once more. I guess that would be ridiculous.
That
Let's see. Oh, I jinxed it.
You jinxed it. Called it.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Arg. That is an Arg I in my turn for sure from Sagittarius.
Yeah, that's actually unbelievable. Getting 3 tails twice in a row. Wow.
So he sets, and he's just gonna end his turn. He doesn't want to go into his battle phase because it's a quick effect in the battle phase for him to use the
Arcana?
Yep, no, the barrel.
Barrel
dragon.
The effect to just roll. Yeah.
So he's leaving him just the one turn to try again.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a trap that he can use face down to stop it. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, definitely tough, but you can see how even though Mohamed had a very good opening, still back in this.
Yeah, it's cool to see. I like when dueling games are back and forth. Like
Definitely.
just a lot of power cards that fight back in each other.
Okay, I got worried for a minute, but yeah.
That was crazy, yeah.
He finally gets one and...
Can't attack since he used the effect. He's going to have to pass back to Mohamed.
Yeah, but sitting comfortable here. Mohamed has already used 2 Neos Fusion, which means his resources are kind of limited at the moment, so...
Yeah, not much going on, yeah. So he's just going to have to pass.
Absolutely, so...
Sartorius says Arg when he draws and ends his turn. He's just never happy. You can't make this guy happy. Just gonna
the
go
average Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah.
So now,
Oh,
okay,
no.
and his own, yeah, nice.
Yeah, so since he destroyed the Cyber Dark, which is a dark machine, you get to see the Desperado come down. Yeah, Desperado has really had a high impact on dueling since its release. It's one of the best cards for sure. It's so easy to summon, so easy to remove monsters. Just a back and forth Desperado coin flipping battle. Well, you do normally see it with the Sartorius, but you don't always have to play the dual skill that guarantees your head.
Of course. I mean, to be fair, getting triple tail is quite unlikely, so makes sense.
And it looks like he's going to add Time Wizard to his hand since the Barrel Dragon was destroyed. Time Wizard is actually pretty good. Like, if he calls it right, like it's guaranteed at some points. But since he's already flipped so many coins, it's not going to be guaranteed here by the dual skill. But he can still go for it and try and win with it. There should be a crazy way because we already know he has the Arcana Force.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Temperance.
So if he got a decent monster here, would have that been enough? Does the Arcana only does the
it's only one,
right?
He would just need another monster, but no Cyber Dark or anything.
Yeah, unfortunately he picks up another spell and trap, but he's gonna force the Arcana, and now it will come down to Andreas. Can he go for a third barrel, or will the Time Wizard get him there?
I really hope we do see the Time Wizard come down. I really would love it to rely on a coin flip, a genuine coin flip. He flipped 3 tails in a row and then 2 more, so I feel like he's due a couple heads in a row.
He should deserve it.
Nope, Twin Barrel Dragon.
No,
so
okay.
He's not going all risky. He's at least going to have a couple coin flips. So if he gets double heads... Nope, double tails.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you really need that dual skill to get the heads here. It's rough. Oh, a third Cosmic Cyclone.
This is
a third
so
one.
Rough.
Yeah, he's taking all the damage he's taken has been from his own cards.
And he opened them, I'm pretty sure, because that was the set that he didn't use for a long time. So
yeah, he opened. Oh, he did. Yeah, all 3 of his face downs were 3 Cosmic Cyclones.
That's actually crazy. And now you gotta feel bad though for Andreas because so many tails.
Yep. So since he took 1,000 again, he gets to use the dual skill one more time. It's twice per duel, and switcheroo into a new card. Switcheroo. I love that card. The trap card.
It's pretty cool.
It's a funny one.
And finally, another Cyber Dark here. So.
Cyber Dark Edge.
Is there any reason why
Can-
you think he attacked over the Cyberdark that couldn't have been flipped by the floodgate?
Just probably just because eventually he's going to want to try and attack for game,
Yeah,
and it's always
sure.
going to be in the way. But
Like, shouldn't you just wait when you're guaranteed, I guess, to... Because
Yeah.
he didn't have any other monsters at that point, so...
yeah, that is true. Yeah,
But yeah, the first game is over, so Mohamed takes the lead for the standard.
he's up 1-0, and now they're
Yeah.
going to be delving into their legendary decks.
Exactly, so...
It looks like I think of Andreas' list right here. It looks like one of his decks is Crowler, which uses middle-aged mechs and ancient gear monsters, which are very powerful. Has a lot of the new ancient gear monsters. And the other one that we've seen a lot of this weekend is the Magnet Warriors. They have the new Alpha, Beta, and Gamma with their effects, not the normal monsters, which are very powerful. And using cards like that, grass looks greener. I'm a big fan of that card. I'm excited to see this matchup.
Yeah, well, his opponent is playing a U-Build deck, and his second option is the Blue Ice deck, basically. So we will see which one.
Both really cool decks. My name is U-Bell is a really cool dual skill. When you draw the bigger U-Bells, you can shuffle them back in the deck and change them out for the small one, which is the one you want to destroy from your hand to trigger the effect to summon the Terror Incarnate. I'm excited. Let's jump into the duels. The game is starting.
Okay, so it seems like it's gonna be Yugi against Seto.
Yep, the classic Dark Side of the Dimension matchup.
Yes.
Little Yugi versus Big Seto.
And you should definitely keep watching the stream tomorrow, because if you saw the news about our match that we will be having, the live duel, it is gonna be insane one.
Oh yeah,
between the actual Yugi and Kaiba. So.
I'm so excited about that. But let's see if we can
Let's see the openings here.
Ooh,
Okay,
spellbooks.
Spellbook Magician summoned.
Yep, Magician Prophecy is going to be able to search for a spell, but going to go get Crescent since he doesn't have any spells in his graveyard. He'll be able to activate that, reveal 3 books, and get one randomly.
Absolutely. We were just talking a few minutes ago how back in 2013 David Keener was playing a spellbooks, almost winning the World Championship.
So close.
And it's crazy that now 6 years later we see spellbooks at the World Championship on a PC, which is...
The same cards, pretty much. Yeah, they also they use the spellbook organization you saw there. It's just a third spell to put in your grave. If you don't have the Crescent, you can just put in your grave to turn Fate online to banish.
Okay, so he goes for the Silent Magician.
Silent Magician, a very good card. It's able to just negate a spell card, and when it's destroyed, it'll summon a Silent Magician level 8 from his deck. And then it sets 2. One's for sure. It's probably Spellbook Organization, Spellbook of Fate. So
the Fate. So pretty...
This is the opening you want with Spellbooks. You want to have the Magician with the Fate online.
Absolutely.
You can't really ask for too much more. You have a negate for a spell, and you can banish any card your opponent controls. Ooh, normal summon Snipe Hunter.
And more... So it was Head and Tails in the last game. It could be a dice in this one.
1 and 6.
Yeah.
But he's going to activate this organization to put the third spellbook in his grave, get the look on top, make sure he puts maybe a Magician of Prophecy on top, and then banish that Snipe Hunter before he's able to activate his Ignition effect. And unless Mohamed has like Cosmo Brain or something to special summon from his hand, this game could be over pretty quickly.
Yeah, it could have been cool to maybe chain even the Cosmic Cyclone if he had it, but when the first, was so that the Fate would have been at least a 2, but now he passed it.
Yeah, but has no play, just really putting it all on that Snipe Hunter, and the Fate just messing it up. Let's see if he has another spellbook. Oh, Spellbook of Eternity is going to be able to keep the cycle going.
Yeah.
Okay. Add back Masters, and then he can masters the Spellbook of Eternity, gets an extra spellbook into his graveyard from his banish pile by going this route, and he's going to add back
and it shows
Secret.
for the other Fate, so yeah. Now, we're probably going to have the same situation as last turn, where he pushes some damage here, and then he ends up on the Organization and Fate, so...
Oh yeah, he didn't actually have secrets. That's why he had to do the play with the Organization. He never had this, even though he got the Magician of Prophecy. Oh, that's interesting that he didn't go for secrets.
He went for the Crescent instead, which is definitely peculiar, but I guess...
It only sets 1 card. I guess he just sets the Fate and keeps the Spellbook Organization in his hand.
Or maybe he mind-gamed, and that's the Organization.
I don't need Fate. I'm just going to keep this in my hand. That would be a bold move.
Next level plays, yeah. He just forced the removal on the back.
All right, so he discards Dragon Spirit White, special in Cosmo Brain. which is a cool card in Blue Eyes. You just get to discard basically a Blue Eyes, spell summon from your hand. He has 3,100 attack, and then he can tribute a monster to spell summon a Blue Eyes from his deck.
Yeah.
So he probably set the Whitestone Ancients here, then he's going to use the effect to tribute it off. Unless the Andres responds with the Fate, but maybe he did.
No, I mean that would have been crazy, but yeah, he does go for the Fate, and pretty much gonna be back to last turn.
Yep. He's going to banish that Cosmo Brain, so he can't tribute off. Probably what I would assume is a Whitestone of the Ancient set.
Mm-hmm.
See where it goes with this. Maybe think about what he wants to target exactly. Well, what he wants to banish, and 12 Fate doesn't target. That's one of the beauties of the card.
And okay.
Oh, he goes with the Whitestone Ancient. He's like, yeah, I can deal with your Cosmo Brain, because if he attacks over the Silent Magician, he just summons the Silent Magician level 8, which has 3,500 attack, while the Ancients would probably give him more problems as being a tuner. When it's in the grave, he can summon the Blue Eyes from his deck at the end phase. Mm-hmm. So I can understand that line of play.
I can see that, sure. I mean, definitely a bold move, but it could pay off here.
Yeah, but he only has the organization in his hand.
Yeah. And it's not like this deck plays them like traps or like any removal of that kind, so you're pretty much free to do that.
Exactly.
You can crush as well, right?
Yeah, you can just crash it and get the Silent Magician level 8 if you so on.
So it seems like it's definitely an interesting option. And
beatdown, since it'll make all the level 5 or higher monsters gain 300 attack for each one. So I guess 3,400. So 1,900. But he's going to be able to trigger that effect, summon the Silent Magician level 8, which has a whopping 3,500 attack and is unaffected by spell cards. It's pretty cool to see Yugi summon Silent Magician. When the players summon like some of their cards specific for them, you get to see these really cool summoning animations. I love the Silent Magician one.
Definitely really
He's just bringing everything back together, puts it all back.
There he goes.
Level 8. Alright, so he's really hoping if he draws maybe just a Magician of Prophecy, anything to be able to get a Spellbook of Fate, he'll just win the duel right here. Oh, there's the secrets.
Wow, perfect. Perfect draw here.
Yep.
As good as it gets, he can go into the same cycle of Spellbook cards as last turn, and it really looking like we are gonna see a game 3 soon, so...
Yep. Definitely going to see a game 3 here, and then normally game 3 is the last game, but since this is Duel Links, we are going to have to play a best of 5, so the first to win 3 will actually be the winner. So we're almost guaranteed 2 more games actually because of this.
Yeah, and now he gets the Spellbook of Power, so he can boost the Silent and get even another Surge, so...
Yep, might as well, and it's going to be enough with the Ties That Bind. Each monster gains 100 attack for each monster on the field, or on his side of the field, so each one gains 200. Good and said, just in case maybe his opponent has a Sphere Kribo in his hand, he decides to set Spellbook of Fate.
Makes sense.
And he's going to be 100 short, it looks like, though.
It seems so, but he can search here for a secret for next turn, and it seems like...
Do you think it was worth to play around the Sphere Kribo as opposed to just activating the Fate and trying to win this turn? It kind of looked like there might have been a trigger there, so in Duel Links, you can sometimes tell if they don't turn their toggle off when you attack. It'll give them a window to like activate the card that they have, so he might have gotten a little bit of information thinking, oh, maybe there is a Sphere Kribo in his hand.
That's definitely relevant, and we'll see if that actually gonna be a banish, because Silver Cry is used here, so it will bring back the dragon that can actually target the face down card to banish.
Forces out the Fate. Yep. Yeah, if maybe we spoke too soon. Oh, what happened?
Did he scoop?
Oh no. It looks like I'm not certain why, but it looks like was his life points too low, or his life points? Oh, he had the monster attack. The Dragon Spirit White just attacks over. But he's the Fate.
Yeah, over the.
Oh, but I guess he assumed he had a Blue Eyes in his hand, so he Fate. No, but
that's
that's interesting.
It's definitely interesting. Not quite sure. Because he could have just used the Fate
and it doesn't happen until resolution.
Yeah, even if he had like 2 and not 3, he could have still put it face down. So
because he activates the Fate, the Dragon Spirit White chains, brings out a Blue Eyes, the Fate resolves, banishes the Blue Eyes. Well,
that's definitely. I mean, it is.
I guess we're
what
not
it is.
guaranteed. Yeah, we're not guaranteed to go. Nothing is guaranteed in this world.
Yeah, it's definitely not guaranteed. We are slightly confused about the outcome of that one, but maybe. Yeah,
Mohamed's up 2-0 now, looking to win Game 3 and close out this match. That was an interesting match. It does look like the next game is underway, so let's jump right back in.
Okay, so now we are back to the standard, and we see
Lunas and Umbra.
Yeah.
Let's see what dual
a
skills.
mirror match, at least for skills. Let's see the difference in their decks, if there are.
Yeah, there could be two different skills. The one skill that Mohamed, I believe, this is Andreas is using.
Yeah.
Is Light and Dark, which is a really cool dual skill. If you have a light monster in your hand, you can swap it for a dark monster in your deck. And if you have a dark monster in your hand, you can swap it for a light monster.
Yeah, no, but they are both playing the same skill.
Oh, they are using it.
It is a mirror match, at least for that. And is it both
Six Samurai?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we are in for an actual mirror match.
It's cool. The dual skill is really cool with the Six Samurais because Yuma is a light and the dark is the level 4. Or sorry, Fuma. I always say Yuma, but Fuma.
Yeah, Fuma.
And Kizaru is the dark. So if you draw 2 of the Fumas, you can swap one of them for Kizaru, and then you have a Shein.
Yeah, which is
your goal.
Pretty good.
But it looks like we just have the set monsters, probably a Fuma. Because when Fumas destroy by battle, it just special summons the Six Samurai from your deck.
Yeah, most likely. And okay, the dojo is already there, so better opening for Mohamed. The United as well. This could be
Huge.
Brutal opening here.
Yep, let's see if he has a level 4 monster.
Yeah.
Any level 4. Yep.
He does.
There's
wow.
a Nishi.
This is gonna be tough here. It brings back a lot of memories from when like Six Samurai was like probably the best deck, thanks to Getaway when it was released.
Yeah, when Shein first came out.
Yeah.
The Synchro Shein, not the Great Shogun. But the Great Shogun Shein is also in Duel Links.
Yeah. So now gets 2 draws for the United and still looking in a fantastic spot. So.
Yep. Oh, and he has the keys on, so he's going to be able to leave the Nishi on the field, and being able to banish 2 Six Samurais to bounce a card is really good.
He's cooped.
Oh, he's like, I can't do anything. That's going to be a game. I guess I'm going to concede.
I mean, yeah, the Nishi was there as well. He could have bounced. So it's too much. Sometimes it goes like this, and
he could have also made an Armades and attacked over it, so maybe not let the Fuma be able to special anything from the deck.
Absolutely. So yeah, brutal, quick one for this game 3. We saw the beauty, I would say, of the Duel Links game and how you can have these games like game 1, very back and forth. You don't really know which one is winning. You have a lot of head and tails involved as well, which is very fun. And sometimes you just get the perfect opening, just like in game 3. So
yeah, and that was a great match. We're going to have a lot more still to come.
Congratulations anyway to Mohamed, and they're both still not out of contention, so we will probably see more of both of these guys later on.
Yep, and then we have more TCG wrapping up, and then we'll have the top 8 for the TCG and top 8 for Dragon Duels later on after we finish the Swiss rounds. Stick around, we got a lot more dueling coming up.